Just know your spot, sure don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They run. Cook. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no 1st down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Slam, go. Whip.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for them to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold it.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That's good for 28 yards.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down, Panthers.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looking to throw. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Inside.
Rodgers going to throw. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
Now Cook running right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers, 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Back to you. 26. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Let's go, D. It's going to be a lot.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to look deep for more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Plant. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Off play action. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back north. Watch safety. Wide left. Safety's creeping. Team right.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Jump out!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up any.
And now here is another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 Short, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Rodgers to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 59 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Off play action. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, Fields, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even...
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, it's Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught by Johnson. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Landry, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.